Hello everybody, welcome back to my first HTML and CSS tutorial. In this video, I will be showing you how to create a horizontal navigation bar with a drop-down menu. In the last video when we left off, we had created almost our whole entire website. We have our background image, we have our navigation bar, we have our logo, we have our horizontal navigation menu, and in this video we will be completing our drop down, which as you can see does not work yet. We want to open our editor again, go to the next line, and we want to type in dot navlist dot drop down list item dot drop down content, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and go in there. We're going to type in just one thing, text align left, because we want all of the links in our drop down to be aligned to the left, just like they are in here. We're going to go to the next line, and we're going to type in drop down content, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and in here we're going to type in display none, because we don't want anyone to see the drop down until we hover over the link. Position absolute, the background color, the background color will be a off-white color, F9, F9, F9. The minimum width is going to be 160 pixels. The box shadow, which is just the shadow that we will be putting on the drop down, will be 0 pixels, 8 pixels, 16 pixels, and 0 pixels. So much bigger shadow than the text shadow we have up there, and it's also more and it has a bigger radius basically. So if we go to the original one, you can tell that you could see the shadow, but it's not as obvious as the button shadows are. And now we want to also give it a color, RGBA, 0, 0, 0, and 0.2. So it's black, except it's almost fully transparent. It only has 0.2 transparency. The z-index is 1, which means it will be above everything. And the border radius is basically the rounding of the corners. If you look at the edges of this window I have open right now, this is what the corner radius is, and to achieve a corner radius that is like this, a really nice looking one, the border radius is going to be 4 pixels. That's perfect. Now let's go to the next line, dot drop down content A. So we're going to be editing the links of the drop down. The color we want to be black. Padding we want to be 12 pixels and 16 pixels. The text decoration, we want none. We don't want any underlines. Display, we want that to be block. And the font size, we want to be the same as in the navigation bar, 20 pixels. Now the next thing we need to do is the dot drop down content A hover. So basically when we're hovering over the link. We want the background color to change to a slightly darker off-white color. So an F1, F1, F1. Because if we look at the original, when you hover over it, the background color of each object, of each item, does become slightly darker. Now drop down list item, hover, drop down content. So when we hover over our drop down list item, which is this button right here, we want the display to be blocked. So we're going to show it when we hover over that button. We should practically be done with everything. We only have one more thing we need to finish, and that is we need to go to nav list, li, and a, and we need to add in one of these here and one of these here, because if we don't, then it's going to kind of mess it up, and it's going to add the shadows onto our drop down list items, which we don't want. Save our file, go to our web browser, reload the page, and there we go. We have our navigation bar, our logo, home, about, gallery, and join, and aquariums. We have our list items. The background color changes when we hover over them, and that's all. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did. The link to download this file will be in the description. If you have any questions, say so in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.